Hello and welcome along. Today we are back on Thuringian Oberland, and yeah, we have a couple of jobs to do. So field 1 needs spraying, but as we were doing the herbicide on it last time, I'm going to get a hired worker to do that this time. And then once we got this started and going, we're going to get our combine out because we have picked up a contract on field 2 to harvest, which is right beside the farm. So we're harvesting barley on there, and we've got to deliver that. So we're going to pick up that up next. So yeah, let's jump in and get started. So first up, we need to load this up, fill up with liquid fertilizer. I do like that this map has the things like liquid fertilizer and things available in the yard. As we discovered last time, herbicide isn't, and I want to get a herbicide tank. But otherwise, we're pretty good. We're in pretty good shape as far as it goes with being able to get bits and pieces. We're currently down at 2,899, but we're expecting our... Well, I should think in the next couple of videos, we're probably going to end up harvesting this canola. It's going to bring in a fair amount. We do have a big section of the field is currently an earlier growth stage, so we are going to have to wait for that as well. But with any luck, I can get this sprayed and done fairly quickly. And we'll probably have to go around to do the headlands afterwards, because I think that the sprayer will stop short of the headlands in most cases. Now, if we start at the bottom end of the field here, it's a much straighter line, so that will go well. So let's do this. Now, this may not be enough fertilizer to do the whole thing, so halfway through our harvest, I am fully expecting to have to come and sort this out. So let's just pop outside, check that we have full coverage of the field. We do. But it might have an issue with the trees there, so we'll see how that goes. Let's get this hired. Now, one thing with with the shuttle, you have to be going the right direction in the shuttle in order for it to work properly. So I'm missing a little bit at the edge there, but the reason for that is, as you can see up the top here, the trees, or the field cuts in a bit, and I don't want to catch the trees with that. We also do with pulling that up a little bit, so I'm just going to stop that, lift that, because it's going to need to be higher later on, and higher again, and away there goes. I'm happy with that. I think that's going to clear those trees. So if that is going to clear those quite nicely, yeah, it should do. We'll cover most of the field as a result. We're going to head off and head back to our combine. So here she is, our Lexian 770. Just jumping out of the cab quickly so that you guys can have a look at her. She is all clean and everything, so we're going to go and dirty her up now. I do really like this combine. It's a very nice mod, this. Right, so we need to hook up our trailer here, and we're going to go out via our chickens in order to do this. Chickens are coming along nicely. We've not progressed much time-wise since the last video. So they've not produced many more eggs, but yeah, they are doing well, which is good. I love that that's a large chicken coop as well. So that is a chicken coop that we will get we can get more chickens in. So they're actually breeding in there as well, which is great for us. Right, so we actually kind of want to put my header trailer along here somewhere. So let's pull that up here. Just out of the way, but in a good enough position for us. Disconnect that off. And while we're doing this, let's unfold our combine. There we go. Back into the cab because it's easier to line things up. I'm in the cab. There we go. Connect that up. Right, and into field 2. So clear that on that end. like so. Lift up our comb a little bit because that's going to be higher than that, and away we go. Fantastic. So there we are, into the crop. Field 2 is not a massive field, much smaller than our own field, so this shouldn't take us too long, I don't think. It's going to be the main thing that we do today. As I said, we'll probably have to hop out and sort out the fertilizer. It's down to sort of 83% already. There we go. I'll try and make sure I don't miss anything on the edges. Not that it'll matter much. Well, it matters to us actually, because if we miss stuff at the edges, then we actually get less money overall. So it's better for us to pick up all the crop at the edge. It's a little bit hard to see with that control panel there exactly where the divider is though. So that makes it a little bit tougher. But otherwise we're doing well. It's not going to be a massive haul off this field because, as you can see, it is full of weeds. It's not been taken a great care of this field, which is actually one of the reasons why it's pretty good to choose many contracts on as many fields as possible. Simply because when you come to do a harvesting contract from this, if it's fully fertilized and it's fully weeded, what you'll find is that you actually benefit from that as well. If you get to do the harvesting contract on it. So I find it's really good to concentrate and get all the stages done for contracts, so you get paid for the whole lot and reap the most rewards from it as a result. Sometimes you get lucky and they fertilise and they weed as it goes, but yeah, for the most part you're better off running the full gamut of contracts on it. Right, yeah, you can see this is not a large field. We're going to take 2 headlands off this as normal. I am dropping straw, which is actually pretty unnecessary. So let's switch that off at this point. There we go. There's no point in dropping straw. We can't collect it and the farmer doesn't want it. So unfortunately, unlike FS17 where you can go behind a hire and do that, you can't with this. So we're almost at the end of the first headland, which is great. Absolutely steaming through this field, and we may actually get most of this field in this video, which would be absolutely great. You know, without too many cuts for one, a proper classic. Virtual farmer no cut video, but I think we'll see how we go. We'll get this done. We'll go from there. I'm trying to think exactly what other jobs we have to do on the farm at the moment, and really it is getting to the point where we're just looking to harvest our canola now. Yeah, we're pretty much there. That's what we're aiming for at the moment. Right, we need to switch and lift. There we go. Back round and back down. So it looks like this is, yeah, so this is planted east-west. So we'll have that. So we'll be cutting in a little bit. We're going to be in a good place. We are 66% full based off one headland. So yeah, I think what we need to do is get this first headland or the second headland out, done and dusted, and we will head over then and get our tractor and trailer and get the first load emptied. I'm impressed by the yield, even though it is full of weeds. It must have been well fertilized. Right, so we're coming up to a full tank just about. So we're going to put the auger out and I think we'll get to the end of here. We might even get back onto the back straight. We'll see how we go. 300, 400. Yeah. There we go. Oh, not quite out of the, not quite out of that side. But that's all right. Let's go get our tractor. There's our Deutz with its nice bright green weight on it, which is supposed. Oh no, it does match the Deutz. It is the Deutz green. It just looks a little bit odd there. Right, so our trailer is over here. So I'm not expecting. I'm actually expecting to be able to get all of the crop from this field into this trailer. I think this trailer, as I remember, takes 3 full loads from our combine. I think this trailer actually looks really good with this Deutz. Works really nicely. Alright, let's get through here and back up to the field. It's not very far travel, which is good. Just that we need to get it around there. And as you can see, just taking 2 headlands off is going to cut. It's going to do a huge amount of this field. It's going to cover a lot of what we have. As this is not a small class combine, which we got it mainly because the size works really well for our field, the field we started with. Now we have to get this tractor out of the way as well. But even for a small field, this is not that small. And how much is it? Because this is a field that I think we will be interested in buying. So that's 158,000. That is going to be very achievable for us. Quite quickly, I think, on this map. So this will be, yeah. So this will likely be where we expand to. So let's turn this round, get this up onto the roadway here. I do like that forest area behind us. It may be something else we expand into at some point. Is doing a bit of forestry, seeing if we can earn a bit of cash that way. Right, so in with our auger. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn in and take this like this. No point in driving out that end bit just to turn. And yeah, so we'll get this end section here done. End section of this headland cut out. And then we'll cut in, and I'm going to try and do the field in two halves, which means that we need to cut in about a quarter of the way down the field. Just trying to work that out is not the easiest of things. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where on the field we can do that, but we will have a go. Right, so coming to the end of the road. Let's cut in. I think we want to cut in about here. And start opening it up at this point. That seems a pretty good place. Yeah. So we want to be at 270 degrees on our compass because we are going east-west. Which I find this, one of the things I actually really like about this map is this map, I currently feel like I'm going north-south, and I'm not, I'm going east-west. And it's a map that just works really well with that kind of thing. It's a map you can get lost in quite easily, which is pretty cool. I really, really like that. So, right, so we're going to do this, and Barley is going quite well, and it's cutting really fantastically. So let's continue on with this, and we'll come back when we're a little bit more full. I don't know what it is, but I always seem amazed on how much we get off the headlands. And then I get into the main body of the field, and then I'm a little bit disappointed with how much it actually pulls. And this is the case here again. We are, we're finishing off the first half of the field, first half of the main body of the field, and we don't have a full tank. We're up to 75%, and yeah, we're in a position where we're actually looking at. I need to go back and get that little bit I missed then, yeah, we're definitely not going to have more than a full trailer on here, I think. So every little bit is going to count on this. Hence why I'm now heading down the sides here and pulling up these little bits that we missed when we were doing the headlands. We want to get all of this because we will. There will be enough on here to complete the contract. What there won't be is that much for us to make money off it on top of the contract, which is what we really, really want to do. There we go. Right, so we're cut in again now that we've done that, and as you can see, we've got about half the field left. It is working pretty well. Right. Now our you might see in the top left that our sprayer has finished, and that is not because the sprayer has actually finished, but because the sprayer seems to be having an issue with some of the hide worker seems to be having an issue with some of the diagonal parts of the field. It's really struggling in order to keep the hide worker going there. So I may have to do that manually myself. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this harvest finished because we're not too far from it, and we'll go and get that. Go and get the rest of the spraying done ourselves. I am surprised that the hide worker is having quite so much trouble with it. It seems to think it's finished when it's not. But yeah, well actually that'll be one of the advantages. We have Cosplay now. I don't have it on this save yet. On this, but certainly going forward, I think I'm going to be using Cosplay for things like spraying. The hide, it's not perfect, but it's not bad at all. It still has a Cosplay is very early beta at the moment, so it's having a few bugs. Discovered a few bugs when I first used it in last Sunday's live stream. I suspect I'm actually recording this not long after that, and yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where whoa, yeah, full. Not paying attention to that, doing lots of talking. Yeah, it works well enough, and I know Cosplay will update on a regular basis and just improve with what it does. We might just get this this last stretch out here. That's slightly more than one header's width or one bed's width. There we go, all done. Let's move this out the way. Actually, no, that is actually perfectly fine there. Let's get back in our combine. Start her up, and away we go again. Get our auger in. Just clear up the rest of the field. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to get the rest of the fertilising done manually. We should have a little bit of time at the end of this episode to sort of get that done. Won't take us too long, I don't think. Even though it is quite big. Let's cut into this, I think. Because we only have a small patch at the top of the field. Oh, actually, it will do a full bed width. No, it won't. It's one of those things where you're always taught, right? Do 2 runs and easily get everything in, rather than leave yourself tufts all the way down the field. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave ourselves a short row here, and that will avoid tufts. Although we can now cut out, probably get the whole thing in the bed because lot less wide than the bed is. There we go. That is going along nicely. Lift up and round, and we'll get our bit of row here, and this we will put straight down the middle. Actually, slightly offset to the side. That way, it's pulled in properly by the comb. But yeah, just making sure that we're pulling it in right. And it's pulling it in wonderfully at the moment. Working really well. There we are. 18% full. So this is going to be enough to top off our trailer. I think our trailer holds... And I'm not sure our trailer actually holds 3 full loads from this tank. Actually, it might do. We've got 1100. No, sorry, 11,000 litre tank on this combine. I think that trailer is a lot bigger than that. I think that trailer does hold about 3 loads. So yeah, we should easily, either way, we should easily fit this entire field on. Carefully, don't brush that too much out of the way. There we go. And we'll cut off the threshing mechanism and open that up. Try and make sure we don't hit the trailer. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely perfect. Right, so let's go and see, while this is emptying, let's go and see what our sprayer is doing. So yeah, as suspected, our sprayer has got stuck down the bottom here. So start it up, press the hard worker, and for some reason that then doesn't detect. Yeah, that doesn't detect as needing to continue. And he's only about halfway through the field at the moment. So we'll continue to get that done. But that's really annoying that hard worker keeps having a problem down the bottom end there. But back to our combine. We'll get this off the field. Close that up. If we look at this, let's fold this up as well. Combine is not too dirty, having done that job. Much smaller job than doing our... What was it we had first? I think it was wheat that we had first. Much smaller job than that. We can now load this back up. Good. I'm loving the wear and tear on the middle of the auger. The header actually has 40%, so we're going to have to get that probably before, so almost certainly actually before we get the canola started, we're going to have to get that sorted, get that repaired. So yeah, we will have a whole thing of doing repairs and updates and fixes to our combine first. Drop our header off. Perfect. And then we can hook it up and get it back to the yard. So there we go. Bring that up. Because we can go to the bottom corner of the field here. It's not too steep or horrible to turn. There we go. And away we go. So we'll go park this back up in the yard. We'll just park it out of the way for now. I'm not too worried about putting the whole thing away. We're likely to have use of it fairly soon. Actually, if we head down here, we can actually pull this into the to where we want to park it. Now what I discovered last time is if we take this down here and through here, it's going to be much easier to get in. Now I should probably start putting some of this stuff in these large barns down the bottom. I think that would work better for us. Right, but this will go in here, pull through here rather nicely. In fact, what we can do is with the overlap, we can put the whole combine in here for now, like so. Right. quite what our helper is doing, other than wasting spray, I do not know. Right, so basically I need to get courseplay on here because that helper is useless. Let's just see how he's doing as far as actual spray. He's miles off course. Wow, okay. So he will, it's now 50-50, it's exactly which way he will turn. But this, we need to get this over to the other side of the map. So let's head over there, let's get this tipped. And I think that's probably where we'll finish up. I'll sort out the hard worker off camera. I think it's really struggling with the field, and we'll get courseplay added next time so that we have a more reasonable use from that. But yeah, let's go and get this tipped and complete this contract. So nearing our destination, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. Ruhumil? Not sure what. You can sort of see it through the roof there as we come in. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that. Pull into their tip point here. Hopefully, yeah, trailer's cleared it. And tip it, and this should, let's see how we do with this. So that is emptying it out, waiting for the contract to complete. There we go, contract 2's finished, and we made, wow, 1,000. Now there's why it's so important for us to have got every single bit of barley, because as you can see, our extra on that was not much. I'm going to jump out and complete our contract here, which is for a total of 3,247. So not a big contract. Will help us with a little bit of other stuff, but yeah, we're better off buying that field, to be honest. Right, let's have a quick look on here. Yeah, so our sprayer's finished. I'm going to go and sort him out with the top end of that field. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from FendtFarmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.